Hi, and welcome to this mini workshop on how to use Google Slides. So first, we're going to just talk about some of the basics. We have a title slide here. We also have other slides that we've created with chunks of text with headers. So first, we can talk about adding a slide. You're on slide 6 and you want to add a 7th slide. You can easily add a slide by clicking on the new slide button up in the toolbar. That is going to give you a brand new slide for you to put in whatever you want to put in. Say you want to change the font. You can highlight whatever text you want to change, and then up in your toolbar, you select the whatever font you want it to become. You can change the size, make it bold or italics, and you have the full ability to format your text however you would, just like you would in a normal word processing program. You can also change your slide order. You can see that I have this slide. The title is This Slide is 2, and we also have a slide 1. What happens if I want This Slide is 2 to come first? We just click over here in the left-hand bar, click and drag so that those two slides have swapped places. Next, sometimes we want to add slide numbers. That helps us when we present, helps us to know where we are. We can just go up to Insert in the toolbar and go all the way almost to the bottom of that list and say Slide Numbers. We want to do Slide Numbers on. We can skip the title slide if you choose to, and then hit Apply. And that's going to automatically add a slide number to the bottom right-hand side of each of your slides. So when we talk about slides, sometimes we also want to talk about the overall slide deck, the whole collection of all of your slides in this presentation. And that can be really difficult if you don't know how to manage your slide deck. So how you change, say, your theme or your layouts is really important. If this, for what we're titling this slide 2, if you don't want this big chunk of text, you can actually change how this slide is laid out. You can go into format options, that's one choice. You can also choose, get rid of that. You can also choose to change your format when you create a slide. So you just go up here to New Slide Layout and select a different way that you want your slide to be built. When you go back to whatever slide you are on, or you can do this at any point, you can go into Layout and you can change whatever layout of whatever slide you want that you're already on. But if we're here, we can add text, right? So we have text box 1 here. We have text box 2, and say we wanted to add a third text box. We would just come up into the toolbar, select text box, click and drag where we want that to be, and that's going to be text box 3. And we can click out of there. We can also add things like videos and pictures. So we're going to create a new slide and then go up into Insert, Video. And you can see that I previously searched 30-second timer, but you can search whatever you want. You can search for bears and then hit enter. And we're going to have all sorts of, hopefully, YouTube of, well, this time the Chicago Bears. So we could choose to select the one. We just hit the blue select button, and that's going to be automatically placed into our slides. You can also have all sorts of options over here. You can choose to autoplay or you could choose to mute. Lots of different options. Our next new slide, we're going to show you how to insert a photo. So it's going to be the same exact way. You're going to go to Insert and then Image, and you can choose where this photo comes from. You can upload it from your computer. You can search the web. If you have things already in your Google Drive or your Google Photo collection, you can go there, search by URL, or you can take a new photo with your camera app. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to search the web, and you can see that I last searched for calculators. So I'm going to search for books and hit enter. We have all sorts of images of books. Select one. There's a bottom blue bar. Select Insert, and that's automatically going to be inserted into our new slide. Sometimes you want to do things like having themes. You want your whole slide deck to be the same theme. We can click on any of the slides within our slide deck and then choose the theme button in the toolbar. From here, we can select any of the themes available. Once we do, the entire slide deck is going to be impacted by that selection. So you can see that our bear video slide now has a blue colored background behind title, and it looks a little bit different than it did before. So even here, we can see that being that it's the second slide, it's kind of gotten a beige or pink color. That is our walkthrough of Google Slides. We certainly hope that you found it helpful, and I hope that you have a very successful semester here at GCC.